Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Pastor Alfred Johnson coming to you again with the Faith Action Ministry Alliance. Good to be able to talk to you again today. Excited about all the concourse that we have had. And again, I appreciate your responses. Keep paying attention to what's going on in FAMA. FAMA is building a lot of bridges, a lot of relationships with different people, different organizations, to make certain that we have the deepest impact and the longest lasting impact that we possibly can before we leave this planet. Time is not something that everybody has a lot of. I heard one man say that whether we're young or old, we're all on our last cruise. And because of that, we have to make the most out of every opportunity, but we also need to value time. There's only so much of it that you have. Value time. I remember, the leader of Apple, Steve Jobs, one time said that, and he said this during the time that he was ill, but he said, for the last 33 years, I've woke up in the morning and I've looked myself in the mirror and I've asked myself, if today were to be the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? And he says that whenever the answer had been no for too many days in a row, he said he knew he had to change something. And the same thing should go with every one of us as we value time. If today were to be the last day that you were on this planet, would you want to do what you're about to do today? And if the answer is no for too many days in a row, then you know you need to change something. All right? And folks, I tell you, we might want to follow that example because time is short, and there's no doubting the fact, at least not in my mind, and definitely not in the scriptures. There's no doubting the fact that we go from here to stand before the living God who will judge the secrets of all of our hearts. We have to make certain that right now, while we're living, we're making the most of the opportunity to respond to Him, and we're making the most of the opportunity to relate with our fellow men right. And it doesn't matter what your career is. Don't even put your career ahead of those two priorities. To love God with everything you have, and then love your fellow man like you love yourself. Nothing should stand in the way of that because time is very short. Now the Bible says, John 3:16, God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Take advantage of that now. Friends of mine that are watching this, listen, old friends from Robinson, take heed. Listen, because the time is short. Give your life over to God and serve people with everything that you have, and count your moments. We're all on our last cruise, and we want to make certain that when we reach destination, when we reach port, that we reach it on right terms. Let me repeat Steve Jobs one more time. For the past 33 years, I've woke up in the morning and looked myself in the mirror, and I've asked the question, if today were to be the last day of my life, would I want to do today what I'm about to do? And if the answer has been no for too many days in a row, then I know I need to change something. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Today may be the last day. Do you need to change anything? Hey, God bless you. Pastor Johnson just giving you an encouragement, something to think upon, and we'll see you the next time.